Good morning. I am here to report about the status of the informal settlers in the Philippines. But before we start, let us define who are the informal settlers in the country. Number one, these are people living in properties without consent of the owners, those living in danger areas, areas for government infrastructure projects, protected forest areas except those which are inhabited by the indigenous people, areas for priority development, and government lands for public habitation. In 2015, there are 25 million poor Filipinos according to the National Statistic Coordination Board. Of this figure, there are 550,771 informal settlers living in the National Capital Region. Of this, 104,219 informal settlers are in danger zones in Manila. There are 21% affected by government projects, while there are 14% informal settlers that are prioritized by the government. Of this figure, there are 65% informal settler families which are still in danger areas. There are 232,123 families occupying government-owned lands, while there are 117,356 private-owned lands occupied by informal settlers. This means that there are more informal settlers occupying government-owned lands than those which are owned privately. The informal settlers usually live in, number one, cemeteries, second, along creeks, estero, and waterways, third, along the railroad, fourth, within the dump sites, fifth, under the bridge. Because of the prevalence of the informal settlers living in the Manila, the former MMDA chair has created the Metro Manila Interagency Committee on Informal Settlers in 2009. The Metro Manila Development Authority is the chairman of the agency and is being helped by other agencies such as the National Statistic Coordination Board, the National Housing Authority, the National Statistics Office, the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council, the Presidential Commission for the Urban Poor, the Department of Public Works and Highways, the Department of Interior and Local Government, and the Caritas National Housing Ministry.